carry your business to your head, like carry your business to your head, carry your business like a mad person. It is your business. Don't be ashamed. No too tush, right? No too tush. Carry your business on your head like a mad person. If it's paying your bills, you will do that. Except you have sponsors, right? Hello guys, welcome back to Bless No Crazy Diary podcast. This is the podcast where we speak loudly. Things people only whisper to themselves. Yes. And this is my debut video. I've always been uploading shorts on this channel since I created it, but I've never like uploaded a video. So this is like my first debut video. So if you notice anything that you need me to work on, I'm nervous, I'm tense, like I'm in an interview. But yeah, if there's anything you guys want me to change, anything you guys want me to add, please just let me know in the comment section and give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. I mean, I'm putting in the work, and very soon, by the grace of God, we're going to be able to set up our studio where we'd invite, other guests to be on this show. Now, my podcast is all about faith, it's all about sometimes politics, about relationships, about the dynamics we face in our everyday life. I always want to make people's life better. So if I have any information that I can share to make your life better, why not? Right. So if my channel resonates with you, if you like what I do, if you support my brand, please subscribe to my channel. Let's grow. Let's get it. Let's get it. I still have to like put some things in place, and I'm hoping God to make it possible. But for now, thank you for coming to my channel. I love you guys so much. Thank you. So from the topic, what I have in my diary today is business related, right? I know many people are doing business. Everybody's running into business. Everybody wants to do business. Men wants to do business. Men want to do business. Everybody wants to do business. I have done business. I'm still doing business. I have so many people around me that's doing business, right? And I've noticed like some mistakes that they are making that many of them made. I also made some of this mistake, right? So I'm like, okay, why not share with my audience? Like, if you can avoid this or if you can work on it, if you're already doing business, it would be nice, wouldn't it? So I'm here for you guys. These points are going to make you avoid a lot of mistakes. This point is going to elevate your business from to another level. These points are going to help you grow as a business person. It's going to make you stand out because a lot of people are making these mistakes. They don't even know that it's a mistake, right? They don't even know that these things are affecting their businesses. So that's why I'm here for you to let you know what you need to do. Grab a pen, grab your book. Let's get into it. So I'll be making this point as a business person and also as a consumer, right? So I'm coming in from each angle so you can understand where I'm coming from. So number one, which is the most important, it is very, very important, not just in business, but in life in general, communication. Yes, you have to know how to communicate as a business person. This is not you now in your room with your friends. No, this is now on a professional level. You have to know how to communicate. And I think communication is something that should have been taught in school because a lot of us don't know how to communicate, right? So, yeah, communication is key. And a lot of business people have poor communication. I'm not going to lie. I've patronized so many businesses that I didn't go back for a second time, not because their product is bad, but because the way they communicated was so poor, especially in Nigeria and Africa. The white man, they know how to communicate. That's why their business. If you say a white man, when it comes to the office, he leaves everything behind him and puts on a smile. If you see their staff, that's why when you go into a mall abroad or when you go into an office abroad, you see how the staffs welcome you. You see how they're all smiles. They might have stuff that's going on in their life. They might not really be happy, right? Inside of them. But this is a business space. You have to put on your smile. You have to know how to speak politely to customers, right? A lot of Nigerians and Africans are very rude, very rude. They treat business as their personal life. They treat business as their as if they are at home talking to their friends and their family members, right? There are some people that have bought products from you and they never came back because of how you communicated. You lack customers sometimes, not because your products are bad, not because you don't know what you're doing, but because you don't know how to talk. You don't know how to communicate. You don't know how to be polite. Even when the transaction is sensed, even when the customer is acting up, 'cause some customers can act up. It's within their right to act up because they are spending money, right? But it's now on you to be responsible for how you speak, how you cajole the situation. Do you understand? Once a customer comes to you have to pet that customer. You need their money, right? That's what the white man does better than us. They know that they need that coin. So you need that customer's money, right? So it is not your personal space anymore. It is professional. So you need to know how to cajole your customers. You need to know how to sweet talk them. You need to know how to calm them down, right? That's how you keep them. That's one of the ways you keep them. A very effective way that people are underrating. A very effective way. Then inside this communication also, you guys don't respond on time. Under this communication, under this point, you don't know how many businesses, you don't know how many deals, you don't know how many customers that you've lost because you did not communicate on time, because you did not respond on time. I know how many people that I've reached out to when I want to get a particular product, like two, three people, and it is the first person that responds that I patronize. I don't have time to start waiting for you. Your products might be better than the ones that I bought, but because you did not respond to me on time, I got it for someone else. Even aside from business, even handiwork, when you want a plumber, when you want the service of a mechanic or all that, it is always the person that responds on time because you might not have that time to waste as a customer. So you need to know how to respond on time. If you are busy, if you have other things that you're doing, then get an online sales rep, right? That's that communicates for you, that responds for you. Your response should come maximum 30 minutes after somebody reaches out to you for a purchase or for a product or for an inquiry. At most 30 minutes, you've responded. Even if it's, oh, hi, thank you for reaching out to me. I would respond in another 2 hours. That is a response. That is a response. Even if you're not available, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not available now, but I'll get back to you in 2 hours' time. And try to make sure you get back to that person even before that 2 hours because people don't have that time to wait for you. There are a lot of people doing the same business that you are doing. So why should they wait for you? Why are you special? Why do you think you're special that a customer should wait for you? Right? So get a sales rep, automatic message like I'm going to respond to I got your message. I'm going to respond to you in an hour or in 30 minutes. I'm away. I'm unavailable at the moment. Do you understand? That is a response. And try to respond on time if you want to make sales. I don't know why you have a phone, you have a WhatsApp, a business WhatsApp, and somebody messages you 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, you've not responded. Some of you, even a day or two, you've not responded. And your lateness in communication makes you look unserious. It's like you don't know what you're doing. If I message you 2, 3 hours, you've not responded 4 hours, I'll take you like an unserious person. I wouldn't trust you, to give me the best uh business experience. That customer that you take out nonsense, the person doesn't want to patronize me now, let that person go. That customer might be the factor that will change your life. That will give you that wholesale deal, that will recommend you to people that will, do you understand? So never look down on any customer. Because some of you will join Hallelujah Challenge, you will fast, you will join NSSPD, you will do all the prayers that you need to do for God to send customers for you. And then when that customer comes, you drive them away with your bad attitude. You drive them away with your rudeness. You drive them away with your uncouth self, right? Customers are always right, no matter what. In Nigeria, we like respect. We don't like being questioned by customers. But before I put my money somewhere, I need to ask you a few questions. I need to know that okay, this place I'm putting my money, I'm safe. You guys don't like being questioned. So when they question you, like, now you teach me this work. If you don't want to patronize me, just go. It's very rude and uncultured. You won't go far. With that attitude, you will not go far. You need to know how to play around your customers. You need to know how to serve them because you need their money. You need their contact. You need them to refer you. That's why you are doing business, Nabi. Even if there's a misunderstanding, because some customers are really, 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 really very troublesome. Even if it's a misunderstanding, you need to know how to resolve it. You need to know how to, make everything okay before that customer leaves, right? Don't leave things on tension and like, fuck it, I don't care. No. Some of you, when people ask you for how much, how much, how much, and they don't buy, you get angry. You start ignoring them at the time that they're asking you how much, right? There might be different factors that's making them not to buy at that time, but they might come back, right? They might come back. So you don't have to like. I know someone that way back I chatted her that I wanted to buy her, and at that time I didn't know what was gram. I had the money to pay, but I didn't know what was 100 gram and 200 gram. So I asked her to please help me explain what gram means, and she ignored me simply because she does because for me not to know what's 100 gram and 200 grams, I don't have the money to buy, and I really had the money until date. I never patronized her, right? So you don't know how many customers that you've lost because you're short tempered. You you don't have the energy or the patience to work with people, right? That person that asked you and did not buy might see someone that is interested in your business and like refer you to the person. Do you understand? That's how it works. It might refer you to the person. In this business industry, you need referrals. People look down on referrals. Referrals will take your business to the next level. Don't look down on referrals. So anybody that comes across your business, give them a swell and good experience with you so that you can be recommendable to other people. Do you understand? You guys should learn, oh, learn, write it down. So still under this communication, saying I'm sorry goes a long way. Saying thank you goes a long way. It's part of showing that you are cultured, you have manners. Because you don't know who is patronizing you, right? This little word, okay, I'm sorry. How can we fix this? How can we make this better? What can I do? Right? Under this communication is key. It makes you stand out because many people don't have this ethics when it comes to business, especially in Africa and in Nigeria. Do you get? So many people are rude and disrespectful. So if you have this values as a business person, you stand out and you would go far. Do you get? So learn how to say I'm sorry. What can I do? What can we do to fix this? Learn how to say, thank you so much for your patronage. I look forward to working with you next time. I look forward to having you next time. I look forward to your. Do you understand? So learn how to communicate. If you don't know how to communicate, look up courses online, and learn how to communicate. So that's number one. Then number two is not displaying your prices. You'd make a post, beautiful post, promote it, and you don't put your price. This one is personal to me because I know how many businesses have scrolled past because I like this thing, but the price is not there. Or when I come to your page intentionally to want to get a lot of stuff, I don't want to start screenshotting and start asking you how much, how much, how much, how much. Do you get? And I also need to know if I should even enter your DM, if I am your target audience, if I can pay for that stuff, right? I don't want to be left wondering. So displaying your prices on your page is essential, and I will tell you why it's essential. Stay with me. Not everybody has that patience to start asking you, oh, how much, how much, how much? Not because they cannot afford it, but some people don't have that patience, right? Especially if they want to get more than one stuff from you. And I also need to know if I am the target audience, not after wasting my time screenshots and then you tell me that this is 10 million naira, and I was like thinking maybe it's 500,000 or 1 million. Do you get? So a lot of people have scrolled past your page just because you don't have your prices displayed. Now, also for you as the vendor, displaying your prices also does two things for you, right? Number one, it saves you from answering so many questions about the same thing. Like everybody's asking you, how much is this? What is this? What is that? What is this? What is that? But a simple caption with your price can just save you from, answering so many questions. And then secondly, it filters on serious buyers. You know that anybody that's entering your page have seen your caption, have seen the price. The person is serious about purchasing. So you don't have to waste time answering so many questions from people that wouldn't even that don't, can't even afford what you're putting out there. And then you get frustrated. You have answered so many questions. Why is nobody buying? But you didn't like make your target audience known to people that are scrolling. If I say this and I write 1.2 million, all I have to do is screenshot it. I'm like, okay, I want this. I've seen the price, right? I cannot say, okay, can I get it for 1.1? Is there any discount? No, I pay. If I know that I cannot afford it, I won't enter your DM. So it saves you from so many questions and then brings only your target audience to you. Do you get? What it also does for you, displaying your prices, it shows transparency. Yes, it shows transparency. It shows that okay, there's nothing hidden. It shows that you're transparent, that you're genuine, you are straight to the point. And it also helps your customers in decision making. Okay, should I get this or should I not get this? If I enter your DM, that means I'm ready to get this, right? Not because I just want to make inquiries. Your caption is well detailed, your price is there. So if I'm entering your DM, it's because I'm ready to buy or almost ready to buy. So yeah, it saves you from a lot. That's number two. Then from number three, whoo, a lot of us are guilty of this, especially for beginners. Like when you're starting off a business as a beginner, even if you've been doing business for a while, I'm sure you made this mistake, and that is mixing your business money with your personal money, right? Not separating your business money from your personal money. This one has happened to a lot of entrepreneurs. It happened to me. It happened to my sister. I learned from experience, right? My sister, I had to like tell her because I have experienced it, so I was able to put her through. But before then, she has already like made some mistakes. So I'm sure a lot of people make this mistake. You have to separate your business money from your personal money. So you see that at the end of the year, if you don't do it like this, if you don't separate those monies at the end of the year, you see that you made sales, you had customers, right? Money entered, but then you spent it. It could be on food, it could be on clothes, it could be on an emergency, right? It could be because, okay, yes, I know that if I spend this money, I'm going to replace it. My sister is on that table, she's sitting comfortably on that table. Every time she's like, I want to buy this, I'll replace it for my personal money. But if you keep doing this like this, it creates indiscipline and it creates it makes room for lapses in your business. At the end of the day, there's no money. Yes, at the end of the day, there's no money. You now start crying like, where did this money go? What did I do with this money? And if you start thinking of what did I do with this money, you don't even know what to do with the money, right? Because it's just little things like, okay, let me take, I'm going to replace it. Then don't replace anything. Keep that money aside. Have a separate account for it. Don't have an ATM for it. Do you understand? Even safe, sometimes if you need to make transfer, make sure that you have to go to the bank. Because if you can make transfer, you can just, okay, let me just transfer this thing. But if you know that the stress of going to the bank to withdraw this money, let me just borrow from somebody and later I will replace from that person, that you have saved your business money. Don't mix your business money with your personal money. It's a very big error. If you go through that means of like taking to replace later, at the end of the day, you will not even have your capital. You will not even have money to put back into that business. You start crying, you start feeling frustrated. So business money is business money. Even if you know for a fact that you have money somewhere to replace it, leave it, borrow from someone else. When you get home or when you get to your destination, whatever, when it's convenient, then you pay the person. But for your business money, if you want to make a difference, if you want to see growth, please don't touch your business money. Hmm? Yeah. So number 4 is not knowing when to compromise. A lot of you don't know when to compromise. See, the white man's business, they know when to compromise. They know when to give that stuff for free. They know when to give you a voucher to come back. They know when to give you a discount just to keep you. A lot of us in Nigeria, especially in Nigeria, we don't know how to compromise. And it's very wrong. All you know is gain, 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 profit, profit, profit. You don't think long term. You don't think long term. A lot of you can draft policy. You never start business. Your business never stand. You don't draft long policy. Do you get? You've drafted a policy that is longer than NEPA bill. You've drafted it. Some of you, your business, the foundation of your business is not as strong as your policy. I'm not saying policy is bad, but no, work around it. Be in the middle. Don't be stern. As a business person, don't be stern. You don't have to be stern. You work according to the situation, right? There's something that will go on in a mall abroad and they'll give you a voucher like, okay, well, sorry, this happened. Can you take this? Can you take this discount? You know, maybe when they want to close and this is an ad, maybe a woman wants to buy a baby milk or something that's an emergency, they'll just let you in just to buy it. Know when to compromise. It's a virtue. It's a discipline that so many people do not have. Know when to compromise for your customers, right? Doesn't mean that you are devaluing yourself. It doesn't mean that, okay, if I'm not stern, if I don't keep this policy, people are going to. That's why I said know when to compromise. Do you understand? You might have a makeup client that is coming and maybe a car hit her or the tire went flat. Something that is serious happens and you don't care. You don't care. You don't give grace to your customers. You don't give listening ears to your customers because you just want to make gain. Now you're thinking of the now. Maybe a customer comes like 5 minutes late and then gives you a reason. It's not like every time the reason will make sense, but there are some reasons you will hear. Just learn how to give grace and compromise. Let's go of that extra 5,000 that you'd have added for the late coming. It's also a way of getting your customers, like hooking them with you. That 5,000 you can get it in the next section. Do you get what I'm saying? All these photographers, videographers, content houses, you guys do not know when to compromise. Sometimes it's not about the gains, it's not about the profits. Because Nigeria would like to make profits of 1 billion from a business of 1 billion. You want to make 1 billion. The white man, before you say a white man has made it very big, you see that he has chains of this business, different branches, and he has stayed for years in this business. But Nigeria wants to start a business today. The next 3 months, you want to be the duplex in Lekki. That's one of the problems you guys have. Instant success from your business. You are treating your business like it's ritual. You're not thinking long term. So when dealing with customers, you need to know when to give grace to your customers. You need to know when to give a discount. Like there was the time I bought something, right? And the one made a mistake. I was going to send it back. She was like, no, don't worry, don't send it back. I'll just send something else. It hooked me with that woman forever, for life. That thing that she did for life. I've had experience, bad experiences with customers, with vendors, sorry. You know, you send me the wrong stuff. You don't care. You just say anything you want to say. You don't care how I'm feeling. How will I come back? How will I recommend someone to you? And you start thinking, ah, God, why am I not having customers? Why customers not coming? It is your bad character. It has to do with your dealings, how you deal with your customers. Right? They're like your babies. You need to know when to be stern. You need to know when to cajole. You need to know when to, be cool. You need to know when to play. You need to know when to be serious. Yes, your family will not be the only one patronizing you. So business is all about human relationship, human management, right? How to balance protecting your brand and accommodating your customers, right? The balance. Balancing things is key. Don't be so stern with your policy. Like there was a hotel I lodged, right? I stayed for 2 days. Everything with my other friends, everything was running up to almost a 1 million naira. And then when we were about to leave, we stayed like 30 minutes late and they were like, we're going to pay for that 30 minutes that we stay. I'm like, yo, it's just 30 minutes, you know? And then something happened. I wasn't able to leave that day. I stayed back. And the next morning, the water in the hotel got finished and they gave me bottled water to use to brush my teeth. I'm like, where's your fucking policy? Where's the policy now? So yes, make policies, but know how to integrate them into some situations. Know how to give grace to your customers, even though you have your policies, right? So yeah, that's number 4. Number 5 is inconsistency. This is something a lot of people struggle with. If you learn how to be consistent, not just in business, in life generally, it is a virtue, it is a discipline that a lot of people lack. People get tired so quickly when they're trying things or when they're doing things. So people that are consistent in something, in a craft or whatever it is that they're doing, they always win at the end of the day. Life will have a way of paying you back for your consistency. That is the pure truth. But it's not easy. Me that I saying it, it's not easy. Oh, it's not easy at all. Even in content creating, everything, you have to be consistent. There's a way you be consistent in something, you have your payday. You surely have your payday, right? Being consistent is very difficult. I can understand that it's very difficult, but you have to master it. If you want to be unique, if you want to have your business, grow to another level, you need to be consistent. It's not when you post today, you'll not post tomorrow. When you post today, you'll not post tomorrow. When you post this week, the next week you're not posting. Right? I know it's difficult, but I mean, if you want to win in life, it's not for everybody. You have to make the difficult things happen. So this week you're active, this week you're posting, this week everybody's like coming in, what's happening? This page is, things are happening, people's attention are drawing towards your page, your business, and then the next week you don't have energy, you're just tired, you disappear. You need to understand that there are so many things that are going on. The fastness in this world is too much. A lot of things are going on. So you need to have that consistency to keep people on your page, to keep people on your platform, to remind them that, I'm still here. Do you understand? Because people they go forget, they go, no, 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 no. They don't forget you. People patronize who they remember. If I remember, this woman, this man, and what's gonna make me remember is just seeing you on my page. There's people say the way they run their ads, the way they run it, you keep seeing it, you keep seeing it. Before you know, you don't patronize them. There are people you don't even like, right? But you are consistently seeing them in your faces. They're always in your face. They're always in your FYP. Before you know, now you start liking that person. You start saying things about that person that will make you okay, this person is not that bad. So you have to be in your customers' faces. You have to be in their faces. You have to overwhelm them with your face. Let them get tired of seeing you, and they'll keep seeing you. Before you know, one day, how much is this thing? I like this. Do you understand? So don't get weary. Even if you're not making sales, keep showing up, keep doing it. One day your payday will come. One day the universe will turn around in your favor. And if you're not there available, to receive it, it goes to the next person. So you have to be consistent because you don't know the day your payday is going to come. Right? So that's number 5. For number 6, sorry, I'm looking down. I have a note here. For number 6 is trying to please everyone. Not everybody's going to be your customer. That's the truth. Not everybody is your customer. You need to identify your niche. You need to identify your target audience and then please those people. Not everybody is your customer. You might start off a business now and you know that if I sell this thing at this price, I'm not going to make any gain. because you want to make sale, make people say, don't say something, no, or want to please someone, you sell below what you're supposed to sell, and at the end of the day, you don't have any money coming in, you don't have any gain, you don't have any. In fact, you don't even have your capital, right? Because you're trying to let it be that I'm selling something. You're trying to change your business style. You're trying to, you know, do some things just to, please people. Not everybody's going to be your customer, and that's fine, right? Know your target audience, and then please those people, right? Know your worth also. Don't charge below your worth. You can make room, when you say serious customer, you can make room to negotiate, but don't charge below your worth because you just want to make sales. You'll be burnt out, you'll be frustrated, and before you know, your business don't close, right? So don't please everyone because you want to make sales. Don't go below your cost price just because you want to make sales. Do you get? Now for number 7 is no record keeping. I know it sounds technical, keeping record of your sales, keeping record of your inventory, keeping record of what's coming in and what's going out. It sounds technical, like it's one serious something, but what you're doing is serious. Except you don't want to make gain, except you don't want to grow, you have to know how to keep records, either through a notebook or through an app on your phone. Just know how to keep record of what's going on in your business space. At least you get to know what's happening. If you go through the records, you know what's happening. If something is missing, you know. If something is outdated, you know, right? Some of you don't even know how much profit you're making. You're just selling. You just want to say you're excited to be in the business, right? But you get burnt out and you give up. You would give up so soon because you're not making you don't understand what's going on because you're not keeping records. If you cannot keep records for yourself, employ someone who can be keeping records for you, your sales, your customers, the money, the amounts that they paid, the amounts you bought your goods. You have to know how to keep records to have something to come back to in case something is sketchy or something is not making sense to you. You cannot have everything in your head like, okay, everything's in my head. I know who comes in. I know you will forget. You'll forget. And when something goes wrong or when something is sketchy, you don't know how to tackle what's leaking in your business because there's no record of anything, right? You won't know when your business is dying because you're not keeping records. So know how to keep record of your inventory and your sales and everything that's going on with you. And then you can check it monthly or weekly, you know, to be updated on what's happening in your business because you need to know it's your business and your own. If you close, you're not going to do business again. So for number 9 is poor branding. This is very important. Branding is also key. That's what we call packaging, right? Package your goods as clean and as aesthetically pleasing as you can, right? There are some pages that I've come across on Instagram. If I'm looking for something, um, I would be going through different pages. I might just type, okay, food in Asaba or food in Lagos, and then I come across a page. Your food is not looking good. It's not pleasing to the eyes, or your stuff looks cheap. People like, we are humans. We like to know that okay, this thing that we are getting, this is it. It's clean. It's luxury. You can get something of $5 and make it look luxury and sell it for $20, $30, even 100, $1,000. So your branding is key. Get a good phone when you're doing a business. Please get a good phone. It's also part of you know what you need to start a business. A good phone, so that people don't come to your page and no, this one I don't know what they do, or which kind of person be this one, or where I cook this food, or you just this person. You just look so, it's not just giving. A lot of people, some people might patronize you, right? Some people might look beyond that, but trust me, a lot of people will not patronize you. So a good phone, a good lighting is key. It helps. It helps. It helps. It makes or mars you. It helps. I'm telling you from experience. I've gone through so many people's pages, and what I'm saying is not just making sense. And they might even have like that food might even taste better than the one I bought, right? That product might even be more genuine, more real than the one I bought. But because that person has good lighting, good like it just sits well. And my brain does okay, this is good for me, and then I purchase it. But when your background, when everything just looks a mess, everything is not clean. People will tend to leave your page to the next person. So invest in a good phone, invest in good lighting. It is part of the things that you need to start a business. So number 10 is doing everything alone. It's not easy, right? You buy stuff, you pick it up, you brand it, you open social media accounts for your business, you post, you edit, you make the sales, You go and send out deliveries for people. You do the record keeping yourself. It's a lot, right? So if you know your weaknesses, if you have the resources, just employ somebody, that would help. Employ a team if you're big, but if you're small, you can just have one person that you're paying. But if you don't have, it's fine. You can still do it without anybody. I'm just saying that it can be overwhelming and break you down, right? But if you have the resources to get an external hand that's very strong in a particular area that you need for your business, please don't hesitate to, employ somebody to do that for you. You cannot do everything by yourself. But if you don't have, it's not an excuse for you not to, try to do the best that you can. Even me that is doing this my podcast, I do everything myself. I record, I set up my lighting, I edit myself, I everything is myself. So when I get bigger, I need an editor. When I get bigger, I need a camera person. When I get bigger, I need, we'll get there, we'll get there. But for now, I'm doing everything myself. So I know how it is that sometimes it can be draining. Sometimes you don't need, okay, let me just finish this one and then send it to the other person to, and there might also be better editors than I am. But I mean, I just have to work with what I have. So I don't make excuse for not doing it. Do you get? So yeah, try not to do everything by yourself. But if you cannot afford employing somebody, just do it till you get there. Okay? Then for number 10, which is the last but not the least, uh giving up too soon. Yeah. This is the last point. Business is not easy. It's not easy. Today you have millions. Tomorrow you don't know where that money go. Business is not easy. It's not for the faint-hearted. Especially if you don't have a sponsor. If you have a sponsor, if you fall, you call your husband. If you fall, you call that guy. You know, you call your parents. But when you don't have a sponsor, business is not easy. It's not for the faint-hearted. It will test you. It will drain you. But if you do not give up, I promise you, it will reward you. It can be rewarding. It can be rewarding. But you have to give it time. You have to give it patience. You have to give it your all. You have to keep showing up. Not the first day when you open business for somewhere. Even if it's your rent that you made, stay. Stay. And then look for ways to make it better for the next year. Don't be too in a hurry to get some people. This week they are selling jewelry. The next week they are selling sunglasses. The next week they are selling books. The next week they are selling lingerie. You have to give it time. You don't give up too soon. I know it wears you out. I know sometimes you cry, like it's stressful. When you don't have a sponsor, I promise you, it is stressful. Do you get? It's not easy. When you're doing everything by yourself, it is not easy, I promise you. But please don't give up. Don't give up too soon. Don't give up too soon. And just because you're not giving up does not mean that there's no room for you to improvise. There's no room for you to get better. There's no room for you to grow, right? Because you might be doing your business in a wrong way. But if you're watching other people that are excelling, just look at the things that they are doing and then apply it and personalize it into your own business, right? Not everything that you take home. Just pick the ones that are good and implement it. If it's not okay, you throw it out. You have to also make room for yourself, to get better. But don't give up. That's my point. Do not give up. Do not. So many people give up too soon. You go open shop for somewhere 1 year, you don't close the shop, right? You're not making sales. Nobody's asking how much online. And you say this business, they go, they go, they go, they go. You have to pay your dues. You have to pay your dues. You have to pay your dues. You have to show up. You have to keep coming. You have to keep giving. You have to keep giving. And then when you're set, when you're balanced, the business can now start rewarding you. Then you wouldn't even have to do too much, right? So now you shoot that content, edit it, post it, show up, carry your business on your head, like carry your business on your head, carry your business like a mad person. It is your business. Don't be ashamed. No too tush, right? No too tush. Carry your business on your head like a mad person. If it's paying your bills, you will do that. Except you have sponsors, right? Show up every day. Keep posting. Keep posting. They are seeing you. Oh, keep posting. I'm telling you, they are seeing you. People are seeing you. Even if they don't like, even if they don't share, even if they don't like ask you how much, they are seeing you. Keep posting. Don't give up. Give it time. Give yourself grace. Give that business grace to grow. Is that rush to be successful in a year that makes you, when it's not working out, I'm not doing it again. Real business, it takes time. Maybe Nigeria will be say, no, 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 they won't buy Benz. Then you overprice yourself. Before you know, you're burnt out, you're tired. It's not making sense to you. Always think long term for your business, right? Always think long term. There's no room that, okay, you will not make it in 5 years or in 3 years. You can, but you need to understand the dynamics that comes with, doing business. Give it time. Don't give up too soon. Please, my love. Don't give up too soon. Um, Sit down, check yourself, check your products, check what you're doing. Know if this thing I'm doing, people that are doing this thing, what are they doing? What's making them stand out? What's the comments in their comment section? What's the thing that they are doing? Just give yourself room to grow. And the sky is just your starting point, honestly. So these are 10 things that every business should know. If you're starting up, these are things that you should know before you start. It will help you a great deal, I promise you. Yeah, I forgot something. You guys should be open to criticism. You guys see, Nigerian vendors, African vendors, you guys, the respect people like here is too much. You don't like to be open to criticism. The white man, they want you to criticize. They want to hear that thing that you want to say. They don't take it personal. But in Nigeria, they don't want a bad review. They don't want you to say anything bad about their business, even if it is bad. They don't want to know. They just feel like they are perfect. They know what they are doing. Do you understand? But it's not supposed to be like that. You should give room for criticism. Even if you can have a small note card, how do you feel about this business? How do you feel about my service? Do you like it? What would you rate it? They sound for apps. Rate our app. Are you not seeing it? When you're downloading an app from your Play Store or an Apple Store, you don't see when they say rate this app. They want to know what you think about it so that they can work on it. They need your criticism more than your praise. They need to know where they need to work on. They need to know what their flaws. But Nigeria, we know they make mistake. We don't like being questioned. We don't like criticism. Like I'm saying, madam, this thing that I bought from your handle is like this, is like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. So none they like to the hear. But as a real business person that wants to grow, that is thinking long term, you should be open to criticism. Want criticism. You should want it. You should want it. You should be open to it. Don't take it to heart. Right? Don't take it to heart. Just hear what the person has to say. Take the one that you would take and work on it. The rest you can throw it away. So yeah, my loves, yeah, this is what I have for you today in my diary. I hope you've learned one or two things from it. I'm so excited to share this with you guys. Please subscribe to my channel. Leave your comments if you learned something. And if there's any topic you want me to talk on, want me to discuss on, just tell me in my comment section. Also, my email address is in my description and also in my biography. You can reach me one-on-one if you have anything you want to share. I also do consultations, right? One-on-one consultations at a fee. So yeah, not too much, but yeah. Um, Thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you for supporting your girl. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I'm so excited to see how we'll grow together. Together, you guys will be here, and I'll invite a president and on this diary podcast or even have my own TV show. So yeah, I'm rooting for myself and I hope you guys are rooting for me also. I'm always praying for my customers, yes. I'm always praying for my followers because if you guys are not okay, how will you support me? Right? So I always pray for you guys. My followers are blessed, they are favored, they will not be victim of any circumstance. So I'm praying for your business that God shows you favor, God shows his face in your business, blesses the work of your hand. Yeah, I'm rooting for all of you and I hope that you guys kill it and succeed in your various ventures. So yeah, see you on my next episode. It's a girl blessing. Okay, bye.